just going to kind of give it a little update 411, I guess. But I talked to the attorney about wanting to get my truck, or trying to get my truck out of the impound, for hopefully free, because I'm fighting the case, and if it gets dismissed, then basically I should still get my truck back for free, I would think. But according to what the judge says, he's not going to make them waive the fees, even though there's an option on the paper that he gave me that he could have had filled in that would waive the fees, which, again, it doesn't make any sense because this Constitution book that I got here, pretty high handy little item, I guarantee that 99% of the cops that are on the force probably don't know anything about any of these amendments. Not even one, not even two, none of them. None of the regular ones that you would obviously hear about or use, on your own. Um, you know, I've used pretty much 1 through 5 a lot, 8, and then 14. That's pretty common, I guess, And then there's a lot more of them in there, but whatever the deal. And then if you actually read the Declaration of Independence, it states in there that we have the right to basically form a militia against a tyrannical government. And that's about where we're at in this whole in the United States. Realistically, either we figure out a way to stand up now, peacefully, or I feel like we're gonna be forced, meaning that they're gonna start trying to pull some hanky panky with us, locking us down 24/7, a lot like Chinese communists, And then I think that we're gonna end up, we're gonna have to retaliate, I guess, at that point. That's my assumption. I'm not trying to I'm not instigating no violence or nothing like that. I'm just saying, literally, it's what I see going on is that what's going on with Joe Biden and what he's got going on across the way, all of that plays a hand in hand in hand in hand in hand. There's some fucking corrupt bullshit going on, and it's all up top of the G7 and the what is it, the people that are part of that, the globalists and whatnot, the top 1%, the warmongers, they're all playing a role on all of the catastrophes happening all around the whole entire world. And I think it all boils down to making the United States citizens become so scared of whatever chaos is going on that they'll actually, basically just fall into submission and yes, Father, I'll do what you tell me to do. Yes, Father, you know what I'm saying? Just bow to them and kiss their holy little asses to protect us because we're so scared. I don't know about you guys. I ain't scared. I don't care. Bring it. But here's the thing: there's no advocacy for people like us. Especially down here in poverty. It's we already lived that life of chaos and whatnot. Yeah, we're not quite as violent as some of the things that've been happening lately. We ain't beheading nobody and do stupid shit like that or nothing like that. No, but we've had our own little rough life down here in poverty. There's no matter what circumstances we've ever had that actually required us to maybe want to file a complaint on these peace officers or officials that are supposed to be working for us people, we the people. It doesn't matter. I've even gone to city council meetings, literally, and spoke up in city council meetings, and was completely disregarded. Everything I said, and they made me feel so dumbfounded, and belittled, that I stopped wanting to do it because I felt like I'm not going to get anywhere with this, And so, and that's, I still I'm pretty much there because that's why I'm sitting here spewing on YouTube, hoping that maybe somehow this will catch people's attention and then they'll start standing up for themselves, or all of us. Because if we do it collectively, I think that we literally can make a change. But I think it's got to be in a very large quantity of people just fed up with all the dumb shit, But I'm gonna tell you what, if we don't do something before it's too late to say we told you so, we told you so. So I don't want to be the one to tell you afterwards. That's for damn sure. Because come on, it takes common sense to see that this government is doing some fucking Hitler bullshit or something. They're literally getting ready to try to fucking take us out the game. And according to Alexa, which I have, I'll see if I can ask her in a second, but she'll tell you straight up about Agenda 21. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but it's supposed to be 80 to 90% population reduction by 2030. And this was signed in under Nancy Pelosi when she was when Bush was in office, 1992 roughly. And instead of it going through and having the votes and stuff like it's supposed to be, through Congress, she just pretty much slid it into one of the bills that was being passed at that time. And so it's always been on the books, and it was supposed to be finished or completed by 2001. And then it became 2021, and now it's 2030. So, and COVID, I believe, is a part of it. I think the war in Ukraine. You got to think about it. Any kind of disaster that's going on that's killing lots of people is all part of the grander plan. It's them doing this shit. Then they got weather machines, Chinese weather machines that are in Texas and other places in the United States that actually literally manipulate the weather. don't know if you heard it. But there's literally, and why would they be letting Chinese like own land in the United States anyways? I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, there's so many like just inconsistencies going on between the government and these allies that are like, or these enemies or whatnot. That I don't call them enemies. You know, I think it's all government. Period. I don't think it's about anything about humanity or humans hating each other as much as it is who's promoting the hate and, you know, whatever, I guess, origin it would be that's caught in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now they're promoting the LGBTQ, you know, so of course anybody that's not LGBTQ probably doesn't like LGBTQ people because, I mean, they're getting praised and the other people aren't. You know what I'm saying? And you see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of good trends. And, yeah, I don't know. That would have never happened back in the 80s or 90s. I mean, back then there was just like, yeah, it was just different, you know? But, yeah. And old Fauci, I think he helped make, well, actually, I know he helped make coronavirus. Because, I mean, come on. He had that, like, he paying the gain of function testing here in the United States over to Wuhan, China for continued bat testing coronaviruses. And then it leaks out, you know, somewhere over there, like, you know, pangolin and fucking, you know, whatever the other animal was. I was like, and bat. That made no sense. But old Fauci's like, I don't know you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't make anything to do with the damn virus. Let me tell you something else. Back in the 80s when the epidemic of AIDS or HIV came around, and I mean, it was huge. It was huge, but they didn't call it a pandemic or anything like that. But it was an epidemic, right? Guess who had a job in the 80s around that time working for or at near the CDC and in government? Oh, Dr. Anthony Fauci did. 1984. Yes, he did. So I guarantee, and that was a virus also. It's literally a virus that kills whoever comes in contact with it, right? Oh, well, not now it doesn't, but it used to. You know, it evolves into AIDS, and then that's how they die, right? Well, Dr. Anthony Fauci, I guarantee if they did some sort of records check on him, that they literally could fucking probably, I guarantee they could find some sort of a tie with in relations to either him knowing somebody that would have been out there maybe getting these coronaviruses or however this virus was, you know, made. Because back then they didn't have the same, like I guess, scientific testing as they do now, right? Obviously, clearly. But I don't know. I just, you know, again, I'm rambling because I want to make sure I get it all out at one time because I otherwise I'll forget. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions or comments about it, feel free to comment because I don't really give a crap. I mean, I'm just trying to spew it up so I don't forget because it all goes hand in hand eventually anyways. You know what I'm saying? Do your own research, make up your own decision on it. You know, I just know for a fact that I have actually researched it enough to know that either one, I'm damn close to being perfectly honest about the truth of it, or maybe I am just kind of wacky. I'll take both. I'm fine with both. I never said I was perfect, and I ain't going to tell you I am because I'm not. But I know for a fact there's just too many factors there that I've literally read about, you know, and believe to the best of my ability to comprehend based on whatever. So, I don't know. Just stop making fun of me out loud because I can hear you. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here for now. But, yeah, so whatever the deal is, like, you know, it's not likely they're going to give me my car back, you know? And I think it's really stupid because, I mean, I'm supposed to get due process of the law. You know, and so when a cop takes your car from you when you're at a traffic stop, he's already deeming you guilty before you go in front of a judge. That is not due process. That's illegal. That's unlawful. That's theft, you know? And I told that fucking cop that, you know? I was like, dude, why don't you just let me go? Let me take this in front of the judge. I'll take all the paperwork and stuff that you're asking for. I'll take it in front of the judge. You ran the VIN number. It's not stolen. Let me go. It's my personal private property, and I'm traveling. I'm not driving. And he didn't give two shits. He took my car. And I'm on mental health disability. Don't make fun of me. But he lets me out of my, like, makes me get out of my car, leaves me and a big suitcase that I had in the back of the truck. He leaves me and that suitcase standing on the side of the fucking highway. And it is a highway. It's Route 50 in Cincinnati, Ohio, on River Road. He leaves me on the side of the fucking highway, and they steal my fucking truck, giving it to a third-party non-Hamilton County affiliate towing company to take possession of my vehicle that Hamilton County Sheriff's Department took possession of over fictitious plates or whatever he took it over. Does that make any sense? You're going to take it from me and give it to another agency. Basically, you basically just gave these people permission to steal my vehicle from me because you don't have the storage for it. You don't have the manpower to get it even towed, but you're going to hire a third-party agency or let a third-party agency do it and then have them sell me my truck back if I want it back. Bullshit. Absolutely fucking bullshit. That's my point. But all right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.